All right, so I don't know what song you just listened to, but it is one from off of my upcoming album. So love it. Hope you love it. Thank you for coming to another episode of Chat It. For those listening on Samsung, hopefully I don't scare her away, on Samsung Music, Amazon Music, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, really, or YouTube. Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
So, what's your name?
Shron.
Shron. Okay. You got any handles you want to plug in?
I don't have any socials, actually. Sorry. I have TikTok, if that counts.
You don't have any socials?
I don't. I mean, I have an Instagram, but I don't use it. It's just like a picture from forever ago. And I don't even have the app on my phone. So
really?
I have nothing. Sorry.
Wait. Okay. That's mad different.
Okay. So honestly, for me, social media it's a lot going on. And I just don't want to tap into too much because it's just too much. It's too much for me. And I don't post anything. So it's like I'm just watching through a lens. And it's like I need to focus on myself and my life before I can just be like, oh, like, look at what she's doing.
Gotcha.
And be like, oh, but that's not what's going on in my life. I just want to not put myself in a box.
Really?
And it's not, social media isn't bad. Like, I'm on TikTok 24/7, you know, but as far as Instagram and Twitter, it's just like you can just get too consumed in it. And TikTok is just like a variety of things. So it's different, if that makes sense.
Is TikTok really a variety of things? Like if you...
It is!
Look. If you have you got your own personal algorithm, it's only going to show you stuff that you like. Is it really a variety? A variety of things you like?
Okay, excuse me, a variety of things that I like, sir.
Okay.
Correction.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's just like, your For You page is a variety of things for you. And then it's like recommended for you. So it's different things.
Okay.
You're still going to see different things regardless of what you like and don't like, if that makes sense.
Okay, I'll fuck with it.
But yeah, I don't have anything, unfortunately.
What's something that you like then? What's something that you like?
I like food.
Oh my God.
So I do a lot of food videos. I don't wear makeup, but like the makeup artist, yes ma'am.
Really?
You better do it. I watch makeup videos. I don't know, get ready with me. I don't know how to dress, so like that's a thing.
I just got hit in the face with that fly. Goddamn.
Oh, that's nasty.
I didn't even think about that, but thank you. I really appreciate it.
No, like I don't do bugs. I can't stand a fly. Like just buzzing around. No, thank you.
Yeah, it's not really my thing. You know,
no.
Just personally. But okay, so get ready with you makeup videos. You don't wear makeup.
I don't. I
What's
can't
the
do
choice?
it.
Okay, you can't do it. You just don't learn.
I done tried. I looked at the videos and just not. I think it's like the skin matching thing. It's like the girlies that can do it. Amen to you. But I'm just gonna stand on the sideline and watch y'all do y'all, cause
you know what?
y'all doing it up. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna bare face, you know, lip gloss.
So it's not a choice. It's just a
gloss.
necessity. Like, I got you. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, like, not everything is for everybody.
Right.
You feel me? So makeup and everything like that could be for one person, and it just might not fit your vibe. You feel me? You give me a kind of like a natural type of aura.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah. We're about to have a conversation about this off camera, y'all. But what's up with your hair choice?
Okay, so y'all, I'm bald.
For those who can't see it.
Yeah, y'all can't see it. I should have worn my head wrap off, but I am bald. I don't have no hair. It wasn't by choice, so I have been natural for forever, I feel like. And I have 4C hair, and it's a little, you know, it's very textured.
For sure.
I think I just got lazy, so one day I decided to do a dumb thing, and I permed it. Y'all know black people don't need no chemicals in their head. And I instantly regretted it. I was like, oh yeah, no, I need my curls back. I don't care how kinky they are. Like, I love my natural hair. So I had to cut it off. And the first hour, I was like, oh my God, I'm bald. Like, I can't walk around looking like this.
Cut the whole thing off?
Yes, buzz cut, brush cut, whatever you want to call it.
God, okay.
Yeah, so I went from having natural hair to no hair. Like, how do you go from
It's a pretty
hair
drastic
to bald?
drop. Yeah, like
Yes.
you're 100 to 0. I got you.
Yeah, which is not a problem, like, but for me, I didn't think I could pull it off. So I was just like, oh, like, I see these girls with they don't have no hair, but they look good with it. You know, they wear their makeup with it, they have jewelry, earrings, they accessorize it, and it just fits them.
I see a lot of like the blonde waves, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna fit me. I was like, I don't have the head shape for this. I don't have the hair type for this. And I was just putting those, I don't know, just talking negative.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
You don't need to talk negative about yourself. Just
Exactly.
love yourself, which is hard. It's better to say it than do it. But
Facts. You seem like a really positive person. Oh, okay. We all got our moments. We all got our moments.
we do. Like, I am. But, like, I feel like I'm more outwardly than inwardly, I guess. Because, you know, we still going to see ourselves and be like, okay, I can fix this or I can fix that or that doesn't look that great. But other than that, I am. I try to be, especially for other people. But when it comes to, like, being for myself, sometimes I fall short. And that's okay.
Yeah, for
As long as I reel it back in
For
and
sure.
just like, no, that's the enemy trying to talk and come in and we don't got time for that.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
But I love my hair now. Like, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm cute.
Yeah, let me pop out, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
Yeah.
brushing my hair, put my do-rag on.
Oh, she got a do-rag, yo.
I
What?
have a do-rag. I'm one of the men. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, dang, you're going to have to give me a tutorial or something. Actually, no, you're not, because I like my hair. I'm not going to capture you.
No, you have nice hair.
Really?
You do.
You know what? I appreciate that. I
I
appreciate
think
it.
everybody has nice hair.
Facts.
I do.
Well, way to diminish my comment, but I mean, my compliment, but yeah,
Sorry,
for sure.
wait, you can cut that out. Your hair is nice.
But nah, I definitely appreciate it. And I agree. Like, everybody has hair that's meant for them. You know what I'm saying? So you got to love your hair, whatever it comes in, whatever style or curl type or whatever that it comes through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because then that is a part of loving yourself. And that's a whole nother journey. Whole nother journey. You know?
It's like up, down, up, down, up,
Bruh,
down.
you
but
not
as long
lying.
as you go through it.
Exactly. Life is going to keep going on. And so regardless of the type of situations that come in or the way that your body might change, et cetera, like, you are still going to stay you. And so that is going to be like the main constant in your life. And so if this is going to be the one thing that is always going to be around, why not love it?
Right. Absolutely.
You know, the little things, I'm sorry.
Yes, we love the little things.
Yeah. Hold on. I got to get my shades, y'all, because it is bright as shit, and she got her shades on.
Like, why not?
Yeah, like, I feel like I definitely should have took her advice on that.
I tried to tell you.
Okay,
we
y'all.
getting there.
Can I put it on camera?
I mean, it's just a regular brush from the hair store.
Yo, like, nah, like, you know, it looks real black. You know what I'm saying?
Black,
Like, it's like
Yeah.
a dark burgundy, you know what I'm saying? I really fuck with it.
It's very soft bristles, guys.
Yeah, what's up with soft bristles? So I haven't had low hair in a very, very long time, so I don't know anything about the community.
This is my first time, and it's only been about 2 months. This is my second haircut. It actually has a design in it because this guy wanted me to be his head model for like women with short brush cuts, and I was like, okay,
Head
cool.
model. I've never heard of that
I
before.
know, a head model, head model.
Yeah.
Corrects me. I don't know.
That sounds
But I was
kinda
like,
fancy.
okay. He was black. That's the only reason I was like, okay, I'm gonna,
Support
the black
businesses.
community.
There we
Exactly.
go. We love it.
Love to see it.
Exactly.
I was like, Lord, I don't want to be bald head again,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
this is for a good cause. He doesn't have a lot of women that, likes to be on camera. I barely like to be on camera myself. But free haircut, okay?
Exactly.
So I was like, let me go for it.
I fuck with it though, man. Hold on, I'm gonna put your brush down, and I'm just
Oh,
holding
you're
this
fine.
shit.
But like with the soft and hard bristle, I feel like hard bristles is more for like slicking your hair back.
Okay.
And then the soft ones for me, like with the short haircut, it's more softer on my head, and it was not as hard, if that makes sense, when you're brushing, because you're brushing constantly. Like, I haven't gotten into all that yet to get the waves and stuff like the girlies have. It's so cute. But
Yeah.
all that, like this all day, and then put your do-rag on, and gotta do it again, put your oil on.
Jeez, that's a whole process.
But when I had natural hair, it was longer than that. So I don't even know why I'm complaining.
What you mean it was longer? What was you doing? Give me a routine. Give me a routine, because I got mine.
So, okay, because I did a lot of protective styles. So, like, braids were the best thing on earth. I will always do knotless braids. That's pretty much it. Or no, I think that was it. I just love braids. When I took the braids out, I tried to keep them as long as I could, because just washing my hair, detangling my hair, conditioning my hair. Then you gotta twist your hair to keep the moisture in, and then
it's a whole
your
process.
hair, and then detangle it again.
See,
and then you gotta style it.
Yeah.
And it's like, dang, at this point, just skip all that and I'm going to sleep. Like, I'm not gonna do all that.
Yeah.
But that's a rundown. I don't want to go. You gotta go step by step.
No, we ain't gotta go step by step. You
step.
good. Honestly, I never got into like the twisting and untwisting.
Really?
You know? Yeah, like I'll go in, I'll shampoo, I'll condition, deep condition, and then after that, I go straight into styling. You know, deep condition for maybe like 2 hours. You know, and then come back, wash it out, and go straight into styling. So like, I saw on YouTube videos, because this is how I learned how to do my hair and everything like that. So I saw on YouTube videos, you know, the girls would go in, you know, twist the hair with the product in it and everything like that. And I would be so confused, because I'm not a twisting person. Like, I'm still a nigga at the end of the day. Like,
so you mean like defining their curls?
Yeah, like, you know, they would have like curly brushes and everything like that. And I just couldn't get with that, just because I can't see myself like going and curling my hair, I guess, manually. Like,
you definitely have to have the patience for it. So my hair wasn't to the point where I could just, oh yeah, we're going there. We're gonna define it like that. No, baby. 4C, it takes practice. You definitely have to train it. So where you could just brush it and go. It's like different textures for that. Okay, some 4C girlies are there. I was not there where I could just go in and brush. No, baby.
Yeah.
We had to like, okay, take a little section and then brush through and put your product in and rake it in, okay, to define it. Not the brush and go. I wish I could do that. I wasn't privileged enough to do that, but that's okay.
Exactly.
My hair was still wonderful. Okay,
I feel you on that.
But no, I wish I had that.
You know, I love the fact that we're having this conversation about hair. That's because a lot of people, men and women, black men and women, don't know how to do their hair. And so being able to have this conversation and just like normalize doing your natural hair. I see a lot, especially from my mom whenever I was growing up, things about like perms and texturizers. You know, like whenever I told my mom, yo, I want to grow my hair up for the first time, she was like, yeah, let's get a texturizer. You know what I'm saying? And that went and kind of messed up my self-esteem for my regular hair at first, you know, when I was younger. Because I was like, okay, cool, like, I guess I don't have curls like the people that I see on YouTube videos, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And especially back then, and I say back then like I'm old, I'm really not, y'all. But
no, you're fine. I understand. My grandma.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh my God. I just remember every time, oh, you need to get your hair done. It was always a perm.
Yeah.
I would get it permed and pressed and the ends bumped.
Literally.
And not the cute kind of ends bumped. It was the old looking. I'm like, dang, why do every time I get my hair done, it has to be chemical? Like, you putting chemicals in my hair for what?
Yeah,
and
literally.
it just, in turn, it just damaged it. And
Exactly.
I'm telling you, even now, what's wrong with your hair? What do you mean? Like, that makes me feel like, well, dang, like, just because my hair is out and it's 4C and it's not as textured as everyone else's, or the curls are not as loose, and you know,
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying.
For sure.
Like, it's like, dang, something's wrong with my hair. So maybe that's why I kept it in braids, and I just didn't wear it out. But now that I'm older, it's like, I wish somebody would say something to me, family or not.
Literally.
I love my grandma to death, but it's like, when it comes to my hair, don't say nothing to me. I'm just like, okay, I'm smiling and like, yeah, because she is older, and I get it. But baby, this is new, okay? We're in a
new generation. Like, that's facts, man. I swear to God. And that's a whole process and journey that I had to go through myself too, with my mom, of being like, okay, cool. Like, and it was kind of opposite with my I call her my nana. My nana didn't really have much to say about it, but my mom did. And I got to a point where I was like, Mom, this is who I am. You know, this is my hair. I love my hair. And I'm not going to do anything with it. You know, I'm obviously going to take care of it. But other than that, no, I'm not going to keep it twisted, or I'm not going to keep it braided or cornrowed or anything along those lines, you know? Like, this is me. Like it or leave it. But
right. And maybe that's how it was when she was growing up.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of times it's like, oh, where they grew up, how they grew up seeing all that stuff. And then when they have their kids, it's like, I don't want my child to go through that. But at the same time, it's like, it's just different.
Yeah,
and like, I don't want to have to change the way I look or how I want to wear my hair based on someone else's opinion or perspective or how they see things. Like how, that just gives me into a whole nother topic, especially when it comes to like work.
Yes.
I've just had so many incidents where it's like, oh, what did you do to your hair? Oh, like, I have this one lady, literally at my current job where I'm about to go anyway, so it don't matter. She was like, oh, I liked you better with braids. And
she said, I liked you better with braids.
I liked you better with braids. I have never.
That's
I was
absolutely
like,
out of
well, I
pocket.
like my natural hair. Like, and not even trying to be, aggressive as.
Quote unquote.
Aggressive.
For sure.
I'm just like, that was just disrespectful to me. Like,
for sure.
What do you mean what happened to my hair? I liked you better with braids. That's so out of pocket.
Literally.
And it's always been comments like that, especially at work. And just, it's like, for what? Why can't we just wear our hair how we want without someone judging it? Like,
exactly.
You don't see, oh, never mind, let me not say that. But anyway, never mind. Because I'm not trying to be like, because it's really not about race or any of that. But I'm just saying, like, my experience on what was said to me, which was just like, I'm not going to change my hair just because of how you're feeling or what you think. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, and I definitely agree with you on that. Nobody's opinion shouldn't matter when it comes to you and how you carry yourself.
Right.
That's all fluff in my opinion. Background noise. And so, like, honestly, I've had a little bit of a different experience though, where palm-colored people, as you would call them. But white people would go in and they would like look at my hair and they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, I love your hair." I had this one guy, and he said, what was his name? I forget his name, but it was like this black boxer's name. It was really weird. It's like Stephen King or something along those lines. I don't know. But Don King. His name was Don King. And so I go in and I'm checking this guy out, whatever. And he says, "Yo, I really like your hair." I was like, "I appreciate it." And he says, "It looks very comfortable." And I was like, "Okay, I appreciate it." And then he was like, "Does it just grow like that?" I was like, yes, it does, sir. Like, I don't know, like, what we're... And he was like, like, "I really like how you're just being natural, and you're just being free, and you're really getting in touch with your roots." And I was like, "With my roots? Sir?" What do we mean? But it's just these little different, I guess, like comments, and you have some people who are very negative, and I see a lot of people who are more negative towards black women, more towards, like, at least in my experience, more towards black men. And maybe that's because black men usually keep it like really low, really like edged up all the time and stuff like that. So that's the stereotypical, okay, professional look,
That word.
Exact. Professional, right.
Like, what about your hair does not make you professional, whether it's you have different color in it, a different type of style in it?
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with how I perform.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So for them to correlate professional with the way you wear your hair is just irrelevant. And you're just talking at that point. You're just having something to say or trying to find something to say. Like, there shouldn't be any correlation to that at all.
Literally.
But yeah, that word, triggers.
I see.
Triggers, Lord. Anyway.
But see, and it seems like you've kind of been able to navigate these situations,
Absolutely.
Where you are at your work, you're at your place of work, and so you don't want to like cause a quote unquote uproar or whatever, but at the same time there still needs to be respect handled,
right. I'm going to stand my ground.
Exactly.
And the most respectful I can say, I'm going to take up for myself.
Exactly.
Because without a voice, like, who am I? You know what I mean?
Literally.
Like,
literally. That's really
have a
deep
voice.
though.
Yeah.
Without a voice, who are you?
Yes. Like, what? If you have time or you're able to speak and say what you want to say, I should be able to say the same thing.
Gotcha.
Except I'm just going to say it more like but you're gonna feel me. You know
For
what
sure,
I mean? Like,
for sure,
you're
for
definitely
sure.
gonna feel me, but
Exactly.
it's gonna be, because I don't want to come off as aggressive. Oh, Lord forbid.
Lord forbid.
Lord forbid.
We having
Angry
what?
black woman.
Yeah,
like-
yeah. I mean, I think that's a really played out trope.
Okay, we're just gonna go like that.
Does that work for
Style.
you?
It's
Okay.
like giving me a sleeve.
There we go. Ooh, there we go. We got an accessory. See, I made the mic into an accessory. Of course. Anyways.
Okay. Scene.
Scene, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, the angry black woman trope is mad outplayed, bro. Like, I don't even understand why we're going through that. Like, I'm gonna go on this. I do psychology, right? I'm a psychological person. I've studied psychology, et cetera. Darker colors, darker things represent, quote unquote, aggressiveness to other people, right? It's like if you have an angry white woman, for example, it doesn't seem as, quote unquote, angry to another white person, possibly because of the color of her skin. And so then you have the same angry person, but you put in a black, like with darker skin, then all of a sudden it becomes like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like, you know, somebody restrain it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I think we really need to start looking at ourselves and addressing these types of things. If you're here and you're enforcing a stereotype onto a regular person, because that's really the whole point of this podcast, seeing or showing regular people, right? In the sense of everybody is like you. If you're enforcing a stereotype, especially a negative stereotype, on a regular person, you need to look at yourself and see, where does this stem from? Why am I putting this on this person, right? And obviously this person has emotions, right? And they're angry. There's nothing wrong with them being angry. This is a normal human emotion, a normal emotion in general. And so why am I treating this person differently because this person is angry, when I wouldn't want anybody treating me differently because I'm angry?
Right. And especially like with the circumstance, like you don't know what was going on within the situation or why
Literally.
this person was angry. You're just seeing it from the outside, or like you maybe could just be walking up and you're just saying, oh, this crazy person, you know, regardless
Yeah.
of what the color of your skin is.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on? Like, ooh, let me stay away.
Yeah.
But you don't know everything. You don't know all the facts.
Facts.
So how can you judge someone based off of what you just see in that moment? So I don't know. And everybody goes through things in life. So like, you know, anger stems from what you go through.
That's
That's
facts.
just-
That's
you know,
true.
like, you know, it just built up emotion. Like
Yeah.
you said, it's
Yeah.
literally.
Okay, y'all. So look, we were going in, we're having this podcast, and I'm setting everything up, right? I'm painting you through this storyline, this plot line. So I was setting everything up, and she has this purse, and she says, you know, I need to make sure that I was secure. Mind you, she agreed to this. But I needed to make sure that I was secure and protected. I'm going to this strange place with this strange man that I've agreed to do this podcast with that I don't know anything about. And we're going to stay strapped. It's the fact that
Put
she
my
came here.
business out there.
It's the fact that she came here whole armed. And I'm like, dang, am I that intimidating? Like,
You know what? Okay. Because based off of our little 5-minute interaction.
for sure,
at the
it was 5
store,
minutes. Yeah.
You didn't come off as intimidating, but at the same time, everyone can put on a front or like
Facts.
a first impression persona. Like,
Facts.
you can act as
Speak
nice
on
as
it.
all you want, you know, at first, but you never know until you get in a closed area with
Exactly.
said person
Exactly.
that you don't even know. You
Exactly.
never know. Anything can happen. This world is crazy.
Literally.
Okay.
Getting
and
crazier.
I just don't. This is the reason why I got one in the first place. Okay, so yeah, she goes with me wherever I go. She's gonna be at. So
How long have you trained with it?
not that long. I think I've had it. What is this? This is June. So about 5-6 months. I've been to the range probably 4 times. Like,
Yo!
Okay,
To the
listen.
range 4 times.
okay.
And you are adequately equipped. Like, she said, just point and pull. That's all I know. Like, it's fine.
I had a great instructor.
Okay. Shout out your instructor.
Don't do him.
Okay, for
His name
sure.
is Jordan at ENC. That's all I know.
Oh my, you can't even get the man's full handle. Like, people gonna have to. They said, all right, that's all I get. Okay.
It's ENC. Hold on. I got it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
For sure. We're gonna wait for this. We're gonna wait for this in the meantime, while this man gets his credit.
Okay. This isn't. So I don't know if y'all want to go because I'm kind of scary too. But anyway.
Scary. Bro, North Carolina is scary. Like.
I guess at this point. All right, y'all ready for this? All right, Eastern North Carolina indoor shooting range. Thank you.
Okay.
And his name is Jordan. I think he's like the only black person there. Yeah, but no, he's great. Like it was embarrassing. I didn't know anything. I was like, yeah, I mean, I didn't have this, obviously. I had my little thing that my gun came in. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use the gun range. That's it. That's all I said.
I'm gonna use the gun range. Y'all, if anybody ever comes and says, I'm gonna use the gun range, confiscate the gun. Confiscate it. Like. Not like
that, but it's like, he was just looking at me like, are you gonna say anything? Because I'm just looking like, okay.
Hey, yo. You are a danger to everybody here.
He was like, okay, like, what can I help you with? And I was like, oh, like, I need to use the gun range, but I have no idea what I'm doing. And he starts laughing at me.
I would too.
What?
like, bruh, you come in here with a strap and you say, oh, God.
Listen, there's a first for everything.
Facts, there is.
You have to try it before you can get comfortable. How was I supposed to know what to do if this is my first time?
Okay.
Like, that's what, I mean,
it's like if somebody was to come into Atlanta, right? Let's say you and the girls are going in and you're having the girls trip, right? You going to Atlanta, right? You ever been in Atlanta?
No.
Me neither. Okay, so.
I was like, yeah.
Way to be honest. But yeah, so you and the girls are going to Atlanta, right? And you're like, you know what? I want some weed, right? Because apparently Atlanta is illegal to have weed, but like it's not illegal. Anyways.
Okay.
Let's say, right? You want some weed, right? And you're like, and I'm gonna go around and somebody's gonna say, hey, like, you find this person. And he's like, yeah, you want to get some weed, etc. You're like, I don't really know how to get around here, but this dude's gonna be like, all right, this is licking season. Like, what? Like, clearly does have no idea what's going on. She's here for the experience and the vibe. Like,
that's literally what I walked in there. I was just like, yeah, I'm excited. Like, let's go. But no, like, he literally laughed at me and I was like, okay, sir. But it wasn't like a laugh, like a ha ha ha, like, you don't know what you're doing. It was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
she's,
yeah.
She's a woman. She don't know nothing yet.
Not a woman. Hold on. Whoa. You've angered women all across America.
Okay,
like,
cut that. Cut it out. Okay, no, but for real, like, okay, she's a young woman.
Okay,
I said the same thing. It's fine.
You did, but it's okay.
She's a young, whatever. She don't know anything.
She's a person coming. Did we have a conversation? Oh my gosh, she is a person coming here. A new person.
Cut that out too. Okay, let me just reel back in. Scene again.
Scene, yeah.
We only get 3 scenes. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I think you're on 3 right now. Like.
That was 2.
Okay. Cool.
I got 1 more.
All right.
Okay, you're messing it up.
How long?
Now, back to my story. I get sidetracked easily. Now I gotta start over.
Okay, go ahead.
So, boom. Laughing, not like a kiki. But he was okay. But he was very patient. He was so sweet. Like, I feel like, okay, like, I don't feel like he's laughing at me anymore. It's just like I'm gonna help you. He taught me how to load because I didn't even know how to load thing. Like, my fingers, it was just giving, I didn't know what I was doing.
Oof.
And he asked me like a series of questions before we even started. And I was like, yeah, I know how to do that. I didn't know how to do that. Like, he was like, yeah, you lied. And I was like, yeah, I did. Like, I'm just like, yeah, I know how to aim. No, baby, my fingers, anyways.
Okay.
But I know what I'm doing now, okay?
You sure?
I should have brought my target. Yeah,
you should have brought your target?
Don't play with me.
Ooh.
Yeah, baby.
How do I know you just ain't put holes in it? Like, what is that supposed to prove?
I have a video, so if you want the proof.
Okay.
The proof is in the butter.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, for sure.
All right, but off that, yeah.
So you are prepared now. That's what I'm hearing.
Very prepared.
Very?
Very.
Okay.
Don't play with her.
Ooh, I'm with it, man. Look, I'm all for everybody getting armed, getting your concealed carry license. If you are in a good psychological headspace, if you are fucked up, please do not get a weapon. We are not condoning that, sir, ma'am, anybody. Other than that, yeah, get strapped.
Yes.
That's my whole thing. Being able to defend yourself in any way, shape, or form is a must. Honestly, in America, personally. I would say in general, but I don't know how things go across the world, so I can only speak for here.
Right.
There is so much stuff that happens here. Like you said, the world is crazy. It's getting crazier. You know what I'm saying? Especially, and I say North Carolina is a little weird just because everybody has something. And it's like, dang, like, can anybody get into a dispute with anybody before things start popping off?
At this point, I don't
Can't even go to the club. Like, and I'm not even a club person. But I don't want to go because of that as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is that a third? That was in what? 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Literally, I had to check my watch.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to redo this interview.
Wow. Just say you want to come back. It's fine. I told you you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, this is okay. I don't know why I was so nervous.
Everybody's nervous. It's
Like
being
I
on
said,
camera.
Yeah.
You know?
It's my first, so.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of people's first. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I see that the cord came back down.
It did.
I told you to see, you trying to make it an accessory. I told you, put that
Where
thing
am
under
I
your
gonna
arm.
put it?
Isn't that so easy? Oh my God.
Okay, listen. I was just so nervous that I didn't comprehend what you were talking about.
Okay,
So,
for sure.
I had a slow moment.
Okay, it was going in one ear, out the other ear.
Maybe.
I got you. It's no
Yeah.
problem. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're here. You feel me? I'm a big brother, so.
Yeah, keep me on track, because the girl just,
You said that you're not a club person.
no.
Why?
I tried it my freshman year, and it's just not, I don't know. I feel like maybe I turn into a different person when I'm like under the influence, and I don't like to
Under the
show myself.
influence.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't like to show myself. Like, that's embarrassing for one. I'd rather do it in the comfort of my home. If I'm gonna do it, I'll just be at home. And then just the environment is it's just not for me. I'm not, it's just not for me. That's all I'm gonna say, because I don't want people to feel like, oh, no, it's just not for me.
Nobody knows you, and you have no handles out. Like, nobody can search you. Like, you are a stranger right now. She said, just in case you can search up my face, I'm not saying anything incriminating.
I'm just, it's just no.
I got you. I
can do that at home.
For
I
sure.
can be a fool at home. Like,
You can be a fool at home.
Yes.
Are you a fool under the influence?
I am.
What do you mean by that? Give me a description.
That's like defeating the purpose of me not. What the hell?
Oh God.
Sir, like.
Okay, is this something that you indulge in often?
Oh no, absolutely
Okay.
not. It's like an occasional thing. Like, I know I had a friend that came down last weekend, and she was like, "Oh, let's just go out for drinks." I just had one. I know my limit, so like
One is your limit?
mixed
Goddamn.
drink. No, that's my limit, but I just didn't want to do too much, and I had
Yeah.
to work the next day because
For
I
sure.
worked so much, like a Hebrew slave. But like,
Why do we use that that phrase? Like a Hebrew slave, they was going that bad. Like yo, we're in America. That shit was like what, 300 years ago? Like shit. That's the thing that
Okay.
stuck. Like damn.
I do. These people don't care about us, but as long as you can come in their place and clock in, that's all they want. Okay,
Literally.
they want a body. They do not
Literally.
care. Like,
Literally.
I work like, I don't even know. Anyways,
What is your job?
I'm a certified nursing assistant. Yeah, so that's
tough.
glamorous.
Yeah.
Very glamorous.
God.
But at the same time, I love helping people. So, and I know I can do it in other ways, which I'm gonna be transitioning to something else because it's very trying. And I'm $150, and they're like,
$150 is crazy. What do you mean?
no, I'm saying, like, it's just, I'm like, it's just too much on my body. Like, I feel like I'm 85. I'm 23. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to live life.
For sure. I hear they work like long hours. I hear y'all work long hours.
Yeah, for some people, like, I don't do doubles anymore. I don't do 16 hours anymore. I'll do like
16.
8 or 12. Yeah. Crazy.
That is
like,
ridiculous. No, for real. That's literally almost a full day. Like 24-hour day.
Yeah, exactly. At work in the building. Yep. Not a good look.
You're literally sleeping and then going to sleep.
Absolutely.
Not sleeping, working and then going to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. That's why I was like, yeah, just go.
Yeah. But, okay, so you're trying to transition. And honestly, they say watch out for nurses. I don't know how true that is.
You said watch out?
Yeah, watch out for nurses. Y'all got a bad rep.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm not a nurse yet, so don't put me under the bus that.
For sure.
It's in the works, which, that's another thing. Like, lately, I don't even know if that's what I want to do anymore. Like,
really?
Yeah, being in your 20s and figuring out what you want to do in life sucks. Like, it does. Because, like, you have time, but at the same time, you don't, if that makes sense. Like, to keep changing and making up your mind. But I guess that's what your 20s are for. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean.
I don't know. Like,
I think it's different. I think it's definitely different. Like, I will say, and this is one of the few things that I'm kind of on a gender stance with, but like, I will say that I think that men should really like work on building whatever they want to build and getting to whatever they want to do in their career in their 20s. I think that's more of a focus than women in a sense. And I'll say that. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me cook. Like,
eat it up, I guess.
Yeah. And I only say that because I don't see, and I could definitely be coming from a biased perspective just because the people that I have around me are workaholics. But it's not so much of a thing of like play and having fun. The guys that I have around, right? It's a little different just because the women that I'll like interact with and stuff like that, it's a lot about like, you know, having fun and having a good time, finding different experiences and stuff like that. When it comes to the guys that I talk to and stuff, like that's almost not a thing where it's just like, okay, cool, like how are you grinding? And I think that's two different perspectives. I think both are needed in a person in general, because I think when you're too much focused on grinding, then you're not being able to have fun, and that kind of like diminishes that portion of your life for a little bit, where you're like, okay, I'm gonna put this off until I have the resources and the stability to have fun like I want to, etc., etc. But at the same time, I do think that you should focus on building whatever you want to do in life. You know? Did I make a meal?
You did.
Okay.
I agree to a certain extent.
For sure.
I don't think it should be put on a certain gender, which perspective you want to come from.
For sure.
It really depends on the person. Like, because for me, I want to have fun. I feel like you gotta have a balance. You gotta have a balance.
You do.
Whatever you do, or however you want to do it, like it has to be a balance. Like, I need to know like what I want to do in my life. Like, yes, I work a lot. It's because I know I'm going somewhere, and I also have fun on the side. You know,
of course, a little sprinkle,
a little dab.
Exactly.
But everybody can't just have fun and go out and do things, not worry about what their next move is going to be. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like, if you're set up in that position, then hey,
you're living the life.
You're doing good.
Yeah.
You know, you're living lavish.
Exactly.
Like, living like Larry.
Living like Larry.
No, for real. But
you got these phrases, bro. You got these quotes that are just pulled out from I don't know where, but they're fucking hilarious. Anyways, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm goofy. But everybody can't do that. So like I said, again, it depends on the person. Like, I'm a little bit of both. You know, you just have to have a balance. So I don't, and maybe traditionally, the man, you know, should do all that. Traditionally, if you're traditional. But
why do you say traditional so many times? She said traditionally, if you're a traditional man, traditionally, I think that you should do that. Okay.
Like, back in the day.
Yeah. I'm guessing you're not a traditional person. Speak on it. How do you feel?
I don't think I'm either. I don't know if that's even
that's
a thing.
That's not an answer choice.
I know. I think I'm figuring it out.
Okay,
you know,
for sure.
Of course, I have a relationship with God. Period. Like, that's not going to change. But for me to put a name to it, like, oh yeah, I'm there. I don't feel like I'm religious because I know I don't live like by the I need to do this, and this.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm not traditional either, because some things are just outplayed. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
what's outplayed? Give me an example. Speak on it. What's up? Now she holding the purse. Goddamn. I need to back away. Like she said, that's enough questions. Like
it's just where the man has to do everything. I feel like for me, it's like a team effort. Like I don't want to have to put that much pressure on my future husband to feel like he has to do everything, even though, I mean, you know, it's nice. But like,
if he wants to spoil me, I'm not going to say anything.
You know, if he wants to. But like, I want to build with my partner. I want to like have something together that we can come to and work on together. Like I want to have a family where we can, you know, do it. We can focus on it together, not just my man has to work these long hours because I'm just
trying to sit back and relax.
I mean? Yeah, like I want to build and grow, not just rely on him for everything, you know.
For sure.
Like, I mean, if you got it like that, go for it.
Yes.
But like,
so those normal people. Like,
let me make sure I put that out there now.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to, don't come down my throat. But,
bro, I keep telling you, they don't know you.
I know.
But no, I definitely get you. You know, I definitely get you in the sense of like, I think one, it's honestly kind of refreshing hearing that. And I only say refreshing just because on social media they put a whole different like light out there. And I want to emphasize the fact that there are people out here, men and women, who will fulfill whatever roles and have different perspectives and different mindsets on relationships.
Right.
Don't feel like there isn't a guy who won't pay all your bills, or that there isn't a woman who doesn't want to go 50-50, because there is. I don't know if that's what you're meaning by 50-50 or what you're meaning as 50-50, but at the same time, you know, there are people for every occasion.
Right, absolutely. You just gotta find your person.
You gotta find your person, man.
And there's so many people. Let's not settle, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, look.
Let's not settle.
What's up with that?
Why do you? Next.
I never hear as much as I do nowadays of the phrase like there are 8 billion people in the world. You don't have to settle for this person. You don't.
Like, if your talking stages are just so overrated at this point, like, oh my God, just leave me alone. Like, I'm good over here.
Yeah.
Let me just, you know, my single phase.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, if you don't like something and you address it and they don't change that, they're not going to change. So why are you going to sit here and, oh, they're going to change? Like, it's okay, I'm going to wait this out. No, baby, like, go on. You're going to find someone that's going to fulfill what you want in a person.
But look, I'm going to be a devil's advocate, right? Doesn't that hinder you from furthering and blossoming your relationship that you have with this person? Because look, if you are in a relationship with a person, right? And let's say, I'm just going to put out something minuscule, right? And we're going to act like it's a big deal. So let's say Brett does not do laundry, right? He like, you know what? I want you to do all the laundry. Or maybe you're like, yo, can you do laundry? Sometimes he's like, nah, right? And that kind of irritates you. And he's not listening, et cetera. And you're like, you know what? Fuck this nigga, man. There's a nigga out there that will do some fucking laundry.
When you put it that way, I mean, but at the same time, like, I mean, I don't know if this applies to me. I don't.
For sure.
The laundry thing, okay, I know it's just an example.
Yeah,
it's not like, but like, if that irritates her enough to get up out of there, then so be it. Like, you're telling me that you want me to do all these things and you can't even put in the effort to help me. Like,
but what
if I
he's
need
doing
help,
a lot for you?
You ain't said all that.
Okay, you're right. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
That's where the 50-50 comes in. We gonna come together and do these things together and not just put it off on one person, so that one person won't be overwhelmed from doing everything. And it's like, well, do you even care? Like, I'm over here doing this, and this. Like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
What are you doing, sir?
I'm with that,
sir,
man.
ma'am, whatever.
Sir, ma'am. Yeah. But I'm with that because I don't know. A relationship is, in my opinion, this is my definition, y'all. A relationship is two whole people coming together.
I like that.
You know, because, and I emphasize whole because you can have a person who is broken. You can have a person who is not fully there as an adult, and they try to come into a relationship, and then you wonder why you have problems. Well, it's because like you might have a whole person and a half person, and these things aren't clicking. You know, you're going to run into different problems, different arguments, different situations. Thank you, sir. Anyway, so but you're gonna run into different just issues just because damn that I can't get a sentence out because that sun came out.
I was trying to ignore it.
Yeah, I'm beaming, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm sweating. I know y'all gonna see that, but
look, it is fun, bruh. It's whole like
normal.
summertime. Yeah, exactly. You know, speaking of which, and I'm a off the tangent person, but I just tried this new I just tried this new deodorant, right? And it's all natural, and I love it. It smells great, but it's got me sweating more, and I don't like that part. But the only thing is, like, the regular deodorant, like, I've heard the aluminum in it clogs your pores.
I think I heard something like that too with regular deodorant.
Yeah.
See, this is why you need to be on TikTok.
See? No, I be on TikTok. I be on TikTok. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I saw that on TikTok.
Yeah. But, like, you know, just looking at different natural stuff and like, okay, cool, you know, how can I better my life, you know?
Right.
How can I make my body feel better?
Right.
It's to the point I can't even eat fast food.
At this point, what can we eat, honestly? Like, what can we eat? Like,
Facts.
even the fruit and the vegetables, like, we don't know what they're putting in that. We're just buying it. We're sure it says organic, but is it? Like, if you're not growing your own food, I mean, like,
Bruh,
how do you know?
You know what I like? I like the fact that more people are getting aware about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, shit, I just started washing food. You know, like washing vegetables and fruits and everything like that, washing in apples and I'm just gonna say ACV. So, like,
you're good.
So, like, yeah, washing everything, and it's like, yo, this is just really changing my perspective on life, on how I want to continue my life with kids and everything along those lines, and how, like, what I want to show them a natural way.
Right.
You know, God, I guess we're doing something right because the sun came out as we were talking. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think.
Are you getting a tan?
I think I'm getting something.
Your knees? Said these knees getting dark. Nah, I feel you, bro. My arms is getting dark, man.
Right, outdoor sauna.
What's been your gym journey?
Whew, it's been rocky. I think I have been consistent for the last 3 months. It don't sound like a lot, but baby, it is.
Bruh,
okay?
3 months consistent is good.
Yes, because
Be
I've
honest.
been on and off for like a year and a half, maybe 2. No, I can't. That's too long. Maybe like a year and a half.
Okay.
And I don't know. I guess life just hit, and I was like, I'm just making up all these excuses. Oh, I can't go to the gym today. I'm sore. I'm tired.
Really?
Girl, what? You don't get up and get at this. Like, so now I love it. It's like it's mentally refreshing. It's
mentally
like
refreshing?
Yes. It's like
there's science behind that.
Yeah, it's like a safe haven. It's like I feel like I'm big and bad. Ooh, I'm gonna lift this weight, baby. Okay, pick that weight up. Like,
we love it.
Yes.
We love it. You know what? I will say, I think that everybody should get into at least of a minor habit of being in the gym. You know, it helps you. Like you said, it's refreshing. It's mentally refreshing.
Yes, it is.
And I'm gonna be a nerd right now. So I know that going to the gym, it helps release dopamine. That dopamine helps you just feel happier. It staves off depression. It staves off a bunch of like negative mental side effects of not having your body active. And so whenever you're able to do that, it makes your life feel a little bit better.
Right.
Because in reality, your life didn't change, but your perspective on life changes.
Right.
Oh, okay, y'all. So we just had to take a little break. Got a little hot, got a little sun, you know what I'm saying? She was not fucking with it. So she
like, don't put this on y'all. Don't put this on me.
You know, I wasn't
black,
fucking with it either.
like.
Yeah. You know, we was both feeling that sun kind of beaming on that skin. It felt like sun poisoning. So we had to take a little break until the clouds went over our sun. Anyways, we're having a great conversation about the gym and the food and everything along those lines, right? Tell me, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years?
Yep.
Well, it was working at somebody's hospital and traveling and, you know, being a traveling RN. But now it's like, what do I want to do? Like, and Lord, I should not be in this position right now because everything I have done in school was to work up to become a nurse. I actually was in the program. My second semester, I had to take a mental break, and that's okay because I'm gonna finish. But after that, it was just like, I don't know, like this year off has just showed me a lot. And definitely I needed this time to myself to just reevaluate, like, what is it I really do want to do. And I guess I'm still stuck, so I don't know if the break actually works. But regardless, I'm going to get my RN license and just move forward because I want to help people. I still am thinking about doing travel nursing regardless of how I feel. Like,
travel nursing is the thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to be able to travel and work, make money, like,
sure.
but still be everywhere. You know, that's literally a big thing for me. That's it, like, career-wise, like, self-wise, relationship-wise. I don't know, like, I have no idea. I mean, maybe I'll find my person, maybe I won't. Like,
for sure.
I mean, that's in God's hands. Like, that's it. At this point, it's out of my hands. I'm done putting my hand in the pot. Like,
exactly.
Just let God put his hand in the pot, and that's that on that. I don't know what else.
I think that, honestly, I don't think that's bad. You know, I don't think that's bad. I think you got at least a little bit of a plan, you know, set up.
A baby one.
Yeah, you know, something to start you off with.
Right, because things change, so.
Things do change. And you have to be okay with that, you know, you have to be flexible and just accept the fact that life changes. And so just don't be a little bit too stuck in what you feel like your life should be. But, you know, have a plan, have a direction.
Right,
that's
absolutely.
the biggest thing. Having, like, trying to be a travel nurse, tell me, because I had talked with one travel nurse before, not officially on the pod, but I talked with one before. How is that?
I personally don't know 100%. I don't have all the deets or anything because I have to get my RN license before I even look into that. But this was actually at one of my family members' like cookout, and there was this lady that was a traveling nurse, and she just told me a little bit about what it looks like. I don't really. It's bad that I don't really remember a lot from the conversation,
good.
but like she told me enough to where like I know kind of where I need to go.
Okay.
This don't answer your question at all, but
it's okay. It's okay.
Like,
yeah.
Let's just go around the question. Next question.
She said, I don't know, but.
Right. And I said all that to say I don't know. Like,
yeah.
I need to get my RN license first, you know, work in the hospital for like a year, and then reach out to like agencies to see like where I could potentially work at in like a different state, whether it's a different city, hopefully a different country. Like,
really? You want to go out the country? Have you ever been?
No, I don't even have a I'm scared.
Why?
What do you mean?
Go on a cruise.
Come back?
You're gonna come back. Hopefully. You're gonna come back.
I'm so scared. Like, even going on like my solo dates and stuff, it's even scary. Like, even though I love going on solo dates, but like just going anywhere by yourself is just nerve-wracking and scary.
Solo dates?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Take yourself out. What do you mean?
What's the last solo date? What's the last solo date you went to?
First of all, I eat, okay, baby.
Okay.
I took myself out to dinner. Okay?
Love it.
I had a little gift card, and I went to Texas Roadhouse.
Okay.
Okay, like
we love
what
it.
Talking about
Texas Roadhouse is that was a thing back in the day, man. You know what I'm saying?
Their biscuits are good. Okay?
Are they?
Yes, I love carbs. That's probably why. Yeah. Anyways, but
why you say that? Go ahead.
Anyways, but yeah, I've been to the movies. I do car dates. Like, I love music. Like,
same.
Yes, like.
Don't get me. Okay, I'm not even gonna get on music, but.
Amen. Say man. Like.
What's your favorite artist?
My favorite artist? I don't have a favorite artist.
Okay.
Like I like R&B. I don't have an artist.
I got you a genre.
I listen to what I listen to. If that makes sense.
For sure.
And it's a variety. But yeah, I love doing car dates. I go on nature walks by myself, which is that's scary too. But it's
is scary.
It is because I mean, who?
You talking about you scared about overseas and you're walking in the woods? Like what?
Daytime. Okay, there's other people, not a lot. But,
yeah.
Okay.
So once every half a mile for sure.
No, dead ass. No,
exactly.
For real. That is true. Wow. Because I just.
You just thought about that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
not
man.
a good look. That's why you carry. What do you mean?
I forgot
That's
though.
Why
You can't bring that on the boat or anything, so I guess you.
Why would you? Don't even worry about it. I don't
Yeah.
think I would go on a cruise by myself, personally.
Really?
I need somebody. On a cruise by yourself?
Well, that's no solo dates. Solo vacation.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
You gotta start small though. Like going
Okay.
on a cruise, off rip. Maybe I would go to like the mountains or something. Like, but
I'd be more scared of going on the mountains. You could fall off the edge.
full of what edge?
The
I'm
mountains.
edge. Who
Yes,
would be-
you are. Well, you gotta drive up the mountain. It's the fact that you gotta go up that cliff. You know what I'm saying? You're going up this mountain, and you can see the edge.
Don't look.
Don't look. What do you mean? Like,
Okay.
you acting like there's a choice. Like, where am I looking at? This is the road. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I look to
Don't
the
look
side and there's
down.
nothing. Like,
Don't look down.
like it's
You're
just
driving.
space.
We're driving here.
Oh
Okay?
my god.
But straight and narrow. Straight and narrow.
Straight in. Nah, because if the car isn't as like if the car is bigger than the narrow.
My car is not that big. I ain't got nothing to worry. I'm good. We good over here.
I guess.
I'm good.
I guess. I don't know, man. That's not a thing for me because like it's just up too high. And plus I got sickle cell trait. I can't even be up that high. Don't even make that face because it's good. Like,
I know.
I heard the what's it called? Like the background's like, oh, like, damn.
Why? Okay. Let me just hush.
Okay.
Let me just sit
Okay,
here.
for sure. But regardless, like, I don't know if mountains is a thing for me, man. You know, I'd rather be out on the ocean. I'd be on the cruise. It was cool.
You want to be on the ocean? Okay.
I'm a Pisces, so like I like the
love
water.
Pisces.
You like Pisces?
Yeah, my friend is actually a Pisces. She's a little feisty, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, bruh, of course.
Pisces are feisty. Like,
I mean, duh, like, like, bruh, like it's not our fault that people be peopling.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
But see, I would say, and you can speak to this because I don't know how your friend is, but I would say that at least I am more calm than feisty. Like, it takes a lot to get me to that point. But after that, I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, why are we on this? I don't like being like this. Like,
Yeah, she's something. I love her though. So we
see,
get along real good.
we love it. We love it. We love it. So you're an Aquarius.
Yes, we get along with everybody. Thank you.
The background noise was like,
You did get real quiet. Like, don't do me.
oh
Okay?
god,
Don't do that. Please don't do that.
nah, I'm fucking with you. But I don't know, like, do you think that the zodiac sign characteristics are accurate?
Oh, I love this question.
Okay.
So when I say, oh, you're Aquarius, or oh, you're a Scorpio, oh, you're a Gemini,
For sure.
I feel like I'm in the middle because, yes, sometimes it aligns with everything that it describes as, but at the same time, you still gotta know to get that person. Wait,
Yeah.
what? You
I love
still
it.
gotta get to know that person
Yeah, I
as
got
an
it.
individual versus, oh, what's your sign? Like, you know, people really be like, what's your sign? Oh, wow, I can't mess with you.
Yeah.
I'm guilty.
He said, you know, people, I'm people. Like,
I'm people, but I'm trying to get out of that because of my experiences with
Yeah.
past signs, I can't put that on every other sign, and I'm learning
facts. There we
because you know what I mean.
Growth.
Like, yes,
Yeah.
growth, yes, growth. But yeah, I'm past 3, but
go. I told you would be. I literally said that. Like,
But yeah, I do think that some things align with what is said to what the sign is or the characteristics of the sign.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay.
Based on who I've talked to and who I've met, who has come into my life. I'm like, you right there. You on a fine line.
a fine.
of
Why
what
the country
is being
come out? You on a
described.
fine line. Like, shit.
I mean, okay, it comes out sometimes.
We're in the South. It's okay. It's okay. It's normal. You're good.
But yeah, so I'm trying to get out of that. But sometimes I'm just like, you making me want to look at that list again and make sure I get a break from you, red flag. Like,
List?
yes.
What list?
Of what the characteristics are of the sign. You know when you look up Scorpio or their horoscope, what is
Okay.
the list? Oh, this is whatever.
Okay,
I don't know.
okay.
I don't even know mine to a T, but I know
Really?
how I am.
Yeah.
You know.
They say
But
that Aquariuses are know-it-alls.
I'm not.
The smile. Whoa.
What?
Whoa,
I'm goofy. I smile at everything. I cannot.
Come
well,
on.
especially when I get pissed off. Like, don't.
Yeah.
And especially when you try to play me. Like, come on now. I'm not
It's
stupid,
coming
dumb,
out,
nor
yo.
slow. But,
I said it's coming out. We just had to keep her talking for like a little bit more. It's going to come out. It's fine.
But no, I'm not a know-it-all. I don't even know. What?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Next trait. What else is this?
Dang, not next trait. You know what? I'm going to look.
Please look it up.
Yeah.
I can confirm or deny.
Confirm or deny?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Unpredictable.
Confirm.
Moody.
Confirm. Okay.
She said, wait.
No, okay.
Oh.
Moody as in like my moods change with the seasons, or moody as
How do
in
you
like
define it as
my
you?
emotions are just all over the place?
What are
I
you?
can go from happy to sad to angry to mad to like, what are you talking about?
What are you?
Like my temperament is like, I'm generally a happy person.
Okay.
Like a kiki, obviously. If y'all can't tell that already.
For sure.
But at the same time, like, I can get serious. Like, I can get feisty. Like, I can get mad. I can get angry.
Why are you coming over here? Like, I'm going to back up, bro. Like, see, slowly, like, inching towards me as he say this, bro.
Sorry.
Like, oh, man,
But, like,
I'm scared.
I think I'm a sweet, like, loving person. I do. I mean, anybody that has met me can't say otherwise.
Okay.
Like, not even trying to be arrogant or nothing, but like, how can you not love me? Like, me as a person. I don't
That's
know
that
about the rest
Aquarius coming out.
of- What are you talking?
Yo, my
Where's the
friend was
rest
on
of
that
the
same
list?
type. My friend was on that same type. Well, she's not my friend no more. But like, yeah. Well, nah. I'm gonna say we cool.
The January Aquarius.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
Sorry.
I mean, see, cool, but we just don't talk no more. But,
Which is fine.
Yeah, exactly.
It's cool to be cordial. You know.
Exactly.
Hey, how you doing? Keep
Yeah,
pushing.
literally.
things happen.
Shout out to her. I think she's making candles, man. So you buy some candles. I don't know.
Ooh, yes, y'all support her.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly,
know her,
exactly.
But you go, girl. Like,
Now it says that y'all are future-oriented people, but you don't have a big plan.
wow, are you throwing shade?
I'm not. This is what Google says.
I'm giving you my big. Okay, I do have a big plan. Thank you.
Okay, what's your big
Let
plan?
me not run in circles, but I'm just on the like, I don't know for sure side. Like, I have a plan. I hope I will see it through.
For
but
sure.
like, you know, got to see it through, my boy. But like,
You and these phrases.
but like,
I'm gonna have the editor like put in the meme every single time you've done
my
that.
God.
I think the title of this is gonna be "Living Like Larry." Like,
stop. Okay. Anyways,
Uh-huh.
I have a plan. I just don't know if I want to go through with it because I don't know if that's where God is pulling me anymore. Like, I feel like there's something not greater, just something different. Like, I don't know, I guess because I catered so much to the fact that I want to be a nurse, I want to be a nurse, I want to be a nurse.
Yeah.
There's other ways to help people, you know what I mean?
Literally.
So, like, maybe me being a CNA has showed me, like, it's another route. Or, like, I mean, I can't really compare CNA to nursing, but it's still in the field. And I still get to see nurses working. And it's, like, it's tiring. And it looks, I mean, nurses do a lot. They do. And they don't get the applause that they should get, you know what I mean? Like, even CNAs, any healthcare, really, honestly, we're being technical, like,
shout out our healthcare.
Yes, absolutely. Like, if without them, like, where, I mean,
Literally.
where would the world be? Literally, like, without them putting in the work, putting in the time, the effort, the love, the care, the patience, like, I mean, come on. It's just, it's a very trying time, and I think COVID kind of shaped it a little, because you know, you see them. We're short-staffed everywhere. Like, so many nurses have walked away. You know, they're choosing them. They're choosing their family. Like, they're choosing their health. You know, and it's not like, I don't know. It's just something. I just don't know. I don't know anymore. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know, and it's not a time to not know. But I'm young. I'm young.
Nah, I'm young. Why you put on the white girl voice? Like,
Oh,
I'm young. Like,
is it a white girl voice, or are you just?
ooh, am I stereotyping? You know what? I'll let you have that one. Okay, for sure.
Yeah. Don't get me started on that.
Ooh.
Oh God, like
What?
my whole life. Oh you're so white.
Are you serious?
Like, you sound so white. You're a white girl. Yes.
I get that,
Family
though.
members, like, in the workplace.
Family
like,
members,
I'm not,
though?
Yes.
Jeez.
It was like a kiki joke. Like,
family members always try to slide, like, insults in laughter. I don't understand it.
it's not a good look. Like, how do you think that made me feel? Like, I'm not black enough.
Yeah.
I'm obviously not white, but
Yeah.
I act white. You cannot, Lord, how do you act a color? I don't know.
Literally,
Like,
though.
why are we putting how someone acts on a certain group of people? Like, why can't I just be myself, regardless of how I sound or if I sound preppy or all this? But no, I was never black enough. I never fit in, and that's okay. I found my group of people. But, like, gosh, what do you want me to act? Like, loud? Because, that's what they put on,
Yeah.
loud and ghetto and out here and doing all this, that, and third. That's what you want me to act like? Because right now, how I act as myself, I'm white. I'm too white. Like, I'm, what? Stop.
I want to say that, and I could definitely be wrong, but it seems like black people who are consistently happy, who are consistently, like, very jovial in a sense, they get put off as white. In a sense of, like, you talk proper and you have a different way of doing things. And I really don't get that, because I've gotten the same type of comments of, like, for example, like, your voice sounds white, because I talk very, I guess, articulate, as people would say.
Right.
But and I don't get that. You know what I'm saying?
Can we not talk like that?
Exactly.
I'm confused.
Exactly. Is talking proper a white thing? Like,
right. But why is that, though? Why is it just a white thing? Why can't any race talk the way they want to talk, or talk proper or articulate with their words like you're supposed to do? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, let me use some slang. What, am I black? Am I ghetto for doing that then? You know what I mean? Like, which one is it?
Yeah.
Pick one.
And
Pick a struggle. Like,
pick a struggle. It's not literally, though. Literally, though.
For real. It's,
I don't know. In my opinion, like, why do I have to slur my words to be my race?
right.
I should be able to be my race in all of its myriad of different emotions and different ways of talking and dialects as I am. So the fact that you are trying to generalize me based on how I am as a character just lets me know that your mindset is boxed in.
Yep, you're just ignorant. I'm sorry. You are.
Oof.
You are. Like, you're very ignorant. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not black enough for you. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that shouldn't even be a thing. Like,
Literally,
I don't really
though.
have a lot of friends.
She said that's why I have no friends. That's why I have no friends. You know what?
Like, I don't fit in.
But no, I think honestly though, you're such a, and this is definitely, but yeah, this is just a 2-hour conversation with you. But at the same time, like, I don't see how people wouldn't like you. You know what I'm saying? In a sense of, like, you're a cool personality, you not fitting in and stuff like that. Like, I think it's just about the people that you got around you.
Right, absolutely.
It doesn't matter of quote unquote race or anything along those lines, but, like, you have good people, and the people that you have found, I don't know if it's small or big or whatever, but the people that you have found, they do appreciate you for being you. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I love my
you
little
and this
circle.
Aquarius that you got going on here.
I love my little circle.
Yeah. Shout out to the friends. Shout out to the friends.
Yes, love to see it.
But all right, so we had a great conversation.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all for coming to another episode. I really appreciate y'all. If you are sticking to this point right now, goddamn, you a trooper. You know what I'm saying? Likes, comments, subscribe, all that good jazz. And we will see you again next week. So, love y'all. Peace.
Bye.